We're back. I'm the legend, and you're not. I'm here with my man Kip Kiefer, and we're finna get down on the Kentucky Derby because it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting close. It's a month away. The big hats are running for the roses. Kip, you the man. You the expert in this field.
Dial up now. It's not too early to get a reservation. Kentucky Derby Day is packed at Birmingham Greyhound Racing.
Yes.
Take some steps
Thousands.
right now. 838-7500, 838-7500. Get you a spot reserved for the most exciting 2 minutes in sports. May 4th on Saturday is when it's happening.
Yes.
Legend, I've been involved in horse racing since I was a toddler. We've talked about that before. I was a better handicapper than my dad when I was 5. But you learn something constantly in this sport. So what I learned from the past weekend, we're going to use here as a You Bet segment. It's the power of the saver. Saver power. You know, every movie now is a superhero. Saver power, because last Saturday at the Florida Derby, I told you on this show, it looks like a 4-horse race. The 1 and the 7 are the early speed, the 4 and the 9 are the closers. You play them in combination. You play alls third in case some bombardier comes in and runs third and makes it pay big. Well, you know, I didn't quite go deep enough because, yes, the 1 and 7 were the speed, and the 7 maximum security went all the way to win it. The 4 and the 9, the closers, came second and third because it was a track really favoring speed, but an 80-1 maiden ran second in that race named Bodie Express. But the play I gave you had a contingency for the wild horses, the ones that everybody wasn't looking at, for third and fourth. For a 10-cent superfecta, a $6.40 investment as a saver, playing the 1-7 with all, with the 4-9, with the 4-9, that's, again, a $3.20 investment would have gotten you back $349. That's a pretty good saver in a race, and it's something to keep in mind. Use the 10-cent super if you're a trifecta or an exacta player, and that's where the bulk of your money is. Play a couple of little insurance bets. It doesn't cost you more usually than $12 or $14. In this case, less than $10. And, you know, if you'd bet $60 or $70 of the race, you walk away with $349 for a saver. Not all bad.
No, that's awful good right there, Kip. I mean, we could go back to Ruth Chris Steakhouse with that kind
You're
of
not kidding. The official headquarters of Talking Sports. Are you listening, Ruth? A little sponsorship would be nice.
Right there, that steak was awesome.
The Florida Derby, as mentioned, was the first of the really mega prep races for the Derby. It was last Saturday. We got a quick clip in the stretch of how that worked out, and here it is.
Maximum security, less than a quarter of a mile to go, and he's 6 on top. Second is Bodie Express. He's running a huge race down at the inside in Code of Honor. Hidden Scroll at a 1-pace. Bourbon War on the outside, but Maximum Security proves he's the real deal with a gate-to-wire win in the Florida Derby. Bodie Express was second. Code of Honor finished third. Then Bourbon War and Current in 1:48 and 4.
So, it was officially a 7-8-9-4 in a race that I told you the 1-4-7-9 were the only horses, but the fly in the ointment, the monkey in the wrench was Bodie Express, and he made it pay huge. So, where are we now? Because a lot of the horses that were expected to do well in the Florida Derby didn't do so well. I just heard a sound. It sounded like a thumping sound, like somebody kicking something. Maybe it's Nick Saban trying out field goal kickers down in Tuscaloosa. No, I know what it is. It is every horseman in the country kicking themselves. Do you realize when Maximum Security, who's now one of the favorites for the Kentucky Derby off that scintillating win in Florida, his first start, his own connections didn't think much of him. They put him in what's called a claiming race, Legend. For $16,000, you could have owned Maximum Security. And everybody passed.
Everybody passed.
He won the race, but nobody claimed him, and now he's one of the favorites in the Derby. We could have gotten up a pool around here, and we could have been in the business.
I tell you, Kip, he looked like he broke out of Maximum Security the way he was running down that course there. I mean, a great run.
Unbelievable.
Great run.
This weekend, 3 huge races. The Wood Memorial in New York, the Bluegrass in Kentucky, and the Santa Anita Derby. They're back to running out in California. Those 3 races are going to have all the pieces of the puzzle pretty much in place before next weekend's Arkansas Derby, which is the last big prep race. So a lot of drama on this Saturday. When we come back here on Talking Sports, I'm going to tell you how you can get the information you need to cash big on those races later on today, right in a row, 3 big races before the Final Four. It's Kip and the Legend, 1 segment to go. We'll be right back.